Hi, I'm going to be showing you how to play Can't Stop by the RHCP. I know there's some videos out there, some tutorials already, but I haven't seen the way that John Frusciante plays it. And I know this song was really hard for me to learn when I was starting to learn guitar. So hopefully this video will make it a lot easier for some of you. Let's get into it. So the beginning intro is just you can even add the bass E if you want, if you're playing by yourself, because that's the fleas part right. Yeah, simple enough. Now the riff is the tricky part. Now I've seen a lot of people play it like this. Or and that's right when it comes to the notes and stuff, but the way it's played, it kind of lacks the funk that John Frusciante has when he plays it. And this is how he played it. You know, the difference is that he's just strumming all the strings rather than picking each individual one. And this is fine, it sounds fine, but if you want to get that funky, groovy effect, you know, you want to pick all the strings, which is a lot harder. So I'm going to show you how to do it. The first note is this E, 7th fret on the A string. Now, the key to playing this song is to strum all the strings like this, as if you're playing like chords or something. Yeah, it's kind of tricky to get, but basically what you want to do is play each note, but mute every other string. So you're saying you're playing that note. You're gonna mute all these strings with this part of your index finger. Right, and as for the big E, I'm actually muting it with the tip of my finger right here. It's hard to see, but and you know it's an E. You're playing an E, so it's okay if you accidentally play the bass E. You know, it won't be that noticeable. But yeah, you could also use your thumb. This is the trick. You can't play it the way John Frusciante does without using your thumb and doing that whole Hendrix thing. So, yeah, the first note is at E. So basically, just practice that slowly. Yeah, and you'll get used to it. You want to block every other string, so you only hear the note that you're pressing. Alright? So then the next part after that would be, which is 7 and 9 on the G string. You can look up the tab and follow along. Yeah, so, but when you do that, you want to lift your finger off that E that you were playing before, because you're still strumming all the strings. So if I didn't lift the E, the first finger off the E, it would sound like this. You know, you want to lift it up so you're only playing one note at a time. So you only hear one note at a time. So, yeah, so you, and as you go to that note, you want to lift your finger. Just lift it off. and just to mute it. So it'll go like this. And then for this part, a lot of people go to the 5th fret of the A string. I find that kind of hard, just to keep going up and down the neck. And I've seen John Frusciante play it, and his hand stays in the same place, and the neck, he doesn't move up and down. So basically, he wraps a thumb around to block the E and A string, and leave the open D, which would be the same as that. And then it's kind of tricky because as you play, you have to block the D, and I don't know exactly how I do it when I play it. I just kind of feel it out. But you could use your thumb to wrap even further and get the D, or use the tip of your index finger while you're playing. While you're playing that, you use the tip of your index finger to block the D. It's really tricky, but you play it slow enough, you'll get it down. So. So notice how when I play these two, you can't hear the D anymore. Yeah, because the tip of this finger is muting it. And then after that is this. It's a B. You just keep your finger there, keep your thumb there, and instead of just muting it, just press down. You press down, and you'll hear the note. So B. Slide your thumb down to the 8th fret, and that's basically it. And as for the right hand, it's pretty simple. People think maybe you have to, the song is really hard because you have to do a lot of stuff with your right hand, but you're not. All you're doing is strumming. I'll play it slow, so you can watch my right hand. And also, one thing to keep in mind is when you do this part, make sure you have that mute in between, so it goes like this. So kind of has like a half, you skip a half note or half beat. You see how if you didn't have that gap or that pause, it would sound weird. So just make sure you, and to do that, you just lift all your fingers up and mute. Yeah, other than that, it's a pretty simple song once you get it down. The finger work is really complicated and a lot to think about, but just play it really slow. Keep practicing slowly, and then speed up. Be patient with it. It took me a long time to learn this song, but by the end of me learning the song, I had gotten sick of it because I had to hear it so many times. It's a trade-off, but you get to impress people. Yeah, and then this part. Chords, you can figure it out, but yeah, that's about it. Keep practicing. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.